Black Panther is finally here, and I couldn't be more excited to show you guys 3 fantastic decks that'll help you get started playing this brand new card in Marvel Snap. It's a damn interesting card. It's a 5/4 that doubles its power, and in Pool 1, 2, and 3, I've got a deck for you that's going to help you find success with this brand new card. And the best part, I've got a gameplay example for each of the decks. So Pool 1, I got a gameplay example. Pool 2 and 3, got you there too. So guys, this video is going to be super helpful for you if you want to experiment and start playing with the brand new card of Marvel Snap Black Panther. And if you like the video, please consider hitting the like button. It's free and it's all that YouTube cares about. And if you haven't subbed yet, I mean, I never say this, but maybe you should consider it. Like, I release daily videos on Marvel Snap. I like to think they're okay. And anyways, if you're interested in joining our wonderful community, please consider subscribing, because I hit you with daily videos every single day. Anyways, let's talk about pool number 1. Now, the first thing about the first deck here for pool number 1, Black Panther, is that I am not convinced it's better than some of the core meta decks that are currently in Pool 1. It's worth experimenting with, and time will tell if it really can compete at the top of the meta in Pool 1. But regardless, the way it works is like this. You're going to notice right away, like, hey, Alex, there's no 4-drop. Are you missing Jessica Jones? Like, what are you doing here? No, not really. Because what you're doing is the major combo in Pool 1, which there are limited combinations. You have Black Panther, but the key thing is on turn 4, the last card you play is Forge. So you're giving Black Panther a +2, and what that essentially means is that he comes out as a 5/6. Then you double, and then you get to play Odin on top. Additional doubling. And of course, the reason why Chavez exists not only does it give you a consistent turn 6, but it also increases the odds that you pull your Black Panther and your Forge and the cards you actually need. Turn 4 is interesting because what you do is you play any of your 2-drops and then Forge at the end. So basically turn 4 is more about playing 2 individual 2-drops as opposed to playing 1 4-drop. That is the primary combo. Now you also have the Forge into Mr. Sinister combo if you so wish, because then you get the Forge benefit on both the Sinister clone and Mr. Sinister himself. But also Mr. Sinister works really well with Wolfsbane because you play 1 card, you get 2/4 value, and then obviously the Wolfsbane procs on top of it, so that is a 3/5. So it's a lot of additional value for Wolfsbane. She's a great card into Mr. Sinister. Then you have the Ironheart. Generally speaking, you play Ironheart in conjunction with Black Panther, and then you follow that up with Odin. So Black Panther procs again, and you also proc the Ironheart again, which helps you win the other locations. Sentinel's a fantastic card here because it helps to ensure that you have a turn 4 double play to take advantage of your 2-drops. But ultimately, that's how this deck is piloted. It's all about getting that Black Panther and the Forge combination, while also using Odin as a solid finisher in conjunction with Ironheart and Wolfsbane. All right, let's talk about the Pool 2 variation of the Black Panther deck. Now, one thing I'm going to say, because I know a lot of you guys are fighting through Pool 2, don't skip out on watching the Pool 3 gameplay highlight later in this video. It's absolutely insane. Even if you're not in Pool 3 yet, you've got to watch it. You'll be just blown away with what Black Panther is capable of. I just want to throw that in there. But anyways, how do you play this variation? Now, first of all, I'm going to talk about something right off the bat. Nakia. Absolute garbage. I don't think this should be in the deck. I've included it in the deck because a lot of people are already asking me in Twitch chat and stuff. They're like, Alex, what about Nakia? It seems like it would make sense with... Yes, it should make sense. Horrible card. It's going to get buffed. It's probably going to be a 3/2 buff. They got to do something. This card's awful. It just doesn't work. I would recommend you take Nakia out and you put Killmonger in. That's what I would do, because then Killmonger procs the Nova easier. It also counters the sunspots and stuff you'll encounter in Pool 2. That's what I think you should do. But this is what the deck looks like now, because that's what people are going to want to see. Anyways, why Carnage? Interesting choice, Alex. Well, it's because if you look at Forge, if you look at Nakia, these cards are a little weak tempo-wise. So what you can do is when you play these cards, you can feast on them with Carnage, get additional value, and generate a little more space on the board. Moreover, he can also feast on Mr. Sinister if you wish. Moreover, if you don't have Killmonger, Wolfsbane is a good combination with Mr. Sinister as before. Okoye is in here as well because giving every card in your deck +1 power is pretty damn solid tempo-wise, and also obviously it benefits Black Panther as long as it's in the deck and not in your hand. Scorpion is great because you're probably going to be facing a lot of Black Panther decks, and you can knock down his value while kind of creating a good tempo game for yourself as well. Ironheart is the same as before with the Odin play. Chavez, the same reason why you have it as well. You have Shang-Chi to counter the Devil Dinosaurs and to counter big Black Panthers that get too big that you need to punch them right back down. So basically the way this combination works once again is that you generally use Forge in conjunction with your Black Panther on turn 4. So you hold your 2-drops. You don't have you do have a 4-drop here specifically for tech, but generally what you would do is you'd play, like, you know, Scorpion and then or Carnage into Forge so that you can then proc up the Black Panther. Now, it can be a little awkward to play at first, but once you start to realize how the flow works, now you basically use Forge, Nakia, and Okoye to build up the Black Panther. You can also reproc Black Panther with Odin, and of course that also impacts the Ironheart. You find yourself in a pretty solid winning condition, as I said, I explained in the gameplay example itself. Alright, so let's talk about the Pool 3 variation of the Black Panther deck. Now, before I get started, I will say that I know that there is an Arnim Zola combination deck list going around that people seem to like as well, and I think it's pretty cool, but it doesn't seem very ironed out, and it seems very heavily RNG focused. So I'm going to continue working on that, so check back on the channel for a updated Arnim Zola version of that deck. In the meantime, I think that this deck is a little more consistent because its win condition is a little more straightforward. You basically build up a massive Black Panther, and you just copy it with Taskmaster. And there's no RNG, like you just make that choice and you control the game. So I think it can be super valuable. And the highlight from this deck is absolutely insane. So like when you watch the gameplay highlights, you're gonna see how this deck functions. It's insane. And there's a couple key things the way this deck is played a little differently than Pool 1 and 2, namely because you have Psylocke. Psylocke is primarily there so that you can sneak out Wong on turn 3. That gives you a little more play, so you can actually kind of make some interesting plays. So for instance, you know, you Psylocke the Wong out, then you can smoke the guy with Scorpion for double damage because he's probably holding a Black Panther too, and suddenly Scorpion kind of counters Black Panther a little bit now, doesn't it? So, you know, you got some interesting plays. And of course, you also have Black Panther that'll proc twice on top of Wong. And that's the ultimate combo you want. You want to play Wong, which makes on reveals happen twice. And then you get Black Panther, which doubles its power twice. The exponential growth. And then with that exponential growth, you straight up copy it with Taskmaster. Once again, you have America Chavez to basically thin out your deck so that you can pull Psylocke and Wong a little earlier, ensure that you have the Black Panther. In Pool 3, Okoye might be bait. I'm not convinced she's the best card. I'm not convinced, but she's not bad either. So I'm kind of on the fence, but I'd be interested to hear your comments about it as well. Armor's key to make sure Black Panther and Taskmaster don't get punched out. And of course, Shang-Chi, because you need to punch out all these massive Black Panthers that are popping up everywhere. And generally, you'd want to destroy him before Arnim Zola jumps on top of him. So he comes out on turn 5, and then on turn 6, provided you have initiative, you just punch him out and Zola hits nothing. That's how you play with Shang-Chi in this deck. But regardless, guys, you've got to watch these gameplay highlights. We recorded them live on Twitch TV. I'd love to see you on Twitch, but seriously, I'm not just hyping it up for no reason. This first one from Pool 3 is absolutely wild. It's one of my favorite games I've ever played of Marvel Snap, and I hope you enjoy it because it is absolutely insane, and it showcases the capabilities of Black Panther. Sunspot coming on out. Now, if we had Nakia, ironically, Black Panther would be in the right spot, but we do not have Nakia. However, what we do have is we have Onslaught Citadel with Psylocke. I'm willing to throw Psylocke into the right. Do we throw her right? I think we throw her mid. Yeah, we throw her mid. Because at least we know that that location just remains flat. We don't need Psylocke's +1. We just need her mana here. He's running Sunspot. This allows us to get the Wong out very... He might just retreat, though. This is kind of the problem. He might just retreat. Now... This also, I might straight up, he plays Nakia. So he's trying to hit that, that sweet Black Panther. But I'm gonna hit him pretty hard here. I think it's worth doing this. And then we can Taskmaster. Yeah, we don't have to play in the same spot here. I think we wrecked this guy's hand with Wong on Onslaught Citadel. This guy's hand's getting absolutely demolished. And then we play Black Panther there. This is the cleanest win imaginable. This is the cleanest win imaginable. This guy retreats here. Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is unbelievable. Get wrecked. Look at this. If this guy's spirit isn't shattered, I don't know, like, this guy will never play the game again. He's gonna make a Reddit post about how bad this game is. He plays Psylocke. Oh my god, I'm crushing this guy. He doesn't stand a chance. He doesn't stand a chance. Look at this. Oh my god, Black Panther's at 64, and I have Taskmaster. Buddy, you need to run. You need to leave. Dude, what are you doing? This is the easiest win of my entire career. No! Get out of here, this is so easy. Guys, more confetti, let's go! Lemuria? Damn it. That's annoying. Now let's play our Nova in. By the way, Okoye and Mr. Sinister have some, oh my god. I was gonna say have some synergy, but Okoye gets wrecked. Iceman. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's turn 3 anyway. Oh, there he is. See, Nakia doesn't curve well either. Like, I couldn't play her on 3 because obviously Black Panther had to be on the left. Like, we are getting absolutely debated here. Okay, we're gonna play Nakia here. At least now we're hitting the Black Panther with the Nakia buff. There it is, folks. It's exactly what we've been looking for all night. I don't care about that. It's a nothing play to me. Buddy, snap all you want. Like, I don't care. No, he plays Arrow. Okay. Chavez. If I go mid, I could actually win, right? I think if I go mid, I could actually win. He might mess this up. Because he has to, like, play multiple cards here. He goes right only. He plays Captain Marvel. She moves mid. Oh. Guys. Unbelievable. For a second, I'm like, we might lose. But, like, he actually just lost to this Pool 2 deck with Captain Marvel. And Arrow, by the way, which is, I mean, Arrow didn't really do much, but this is a great variant. But look at this. Monster Metropolis, +3 power, goes to 15. And then, like, a low-key Chavez ends up just outpacing a Hobgoblin? So we have Nexus. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Yondu here, see what we hit. The Nexus is pretty interesting here, because Nexus is going to be good with Black Panther, provided we actually pull him. Now, the Ironheart's really good, too, because if we don't... We'll play the Mr. Sinister here and get legit procs on the Ironheart, right? Which is nice. These friggin' squirrels. So we probably do this, even though I'm not excited about this, but we do this. We're gonna run out a little bit of... We're running out of board real estate a little bit here, so we'll have to see how we can play this. We have Wolfsbane, which is nice. We don't necessarily want to shut down a lane, though. We play the Wolfsbane, we clean this lane here. He plays Bishop. Not what I expected. Not what I expected. We got Black Panther here, so what the key thing is, we wanted 2/2 drops. We don't have it. We don't have it. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna Forge, which is gonna give us a Black Panther proc, and then we have the Odin play as well. The nice thing is we're actually gonna snap here. We have a bit of a combo for us because Black Panther is gonna be massive. So he's gonna get the Forge buff here. So he goes onto the right with Sentinel. So he's playing a straight up like Devil Dinosaur deck here, which I think is really good as well. So he actually picks up with Beast. The Devil Dinosaur is going to be key because it spreads across the Nexus here. We're going to be able to play Black Panther into Odin, which I think is huge. Obviously, the Black Panther is going to get hit with the Forge buff. Let's see it. I'm expecting him to play Devil Dinosaur. He plays mid, not what I expected. What? Is this guy wasted? Yeah, I don't know about this play. Anyway, so now we play Odin. This is like a very clean combo. Again, this is a pool 1 deck. We're going to win this 8 cubes here. I'm going to give this guy a little thumbs up. So basically, Odin's going to reproc the Black Panther. It's going to be a 24 across the entire board, plus the 8 from Odin. This is like an easy clap. This is an absolute easy clap. Unless he's Shang-Chi's, of course, which is entirely possible. Nope. Yeah, so he just gets absolutely destroyed. So this is like a very, very clean example of how this deck works. It's a win across the board. Basically, it wasn't even perfect because we didn't have the second play on turn 4. But you just take Forge, you play Forge, you buff up Black Panther, and then you hit it with Odin.